Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, Emmy-nominated writer-producer Bill Simmons. Again, you're in the seat, and again, we're so lucky to have you.
I can't believe Brent Barry's here. How'd you get him?
And told him that you were going to come in, and a lot of sushi, and told him you were going to join us.
Wow. Four of the greats. I'm so delighted to be here.
We've got the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Kobe. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's West in a two-guard. Now here's Lopez. Launches a three. Not going to go that time. What a surge it's been for the Bucks at the top of the Eastern Conference last year. 60 wins. The most since 1981.
Right, and much like those teams from the 80s, they fell short in the end.
Again.
And that's been the rub with the Bucks is, you look back at so many years in a row, so close, couldn't do it. And then this last year against Toronto, they win the first two. Game 3's double OT. And then all of a sudden, a week later, their season's over. So they've never quite been able to get over the hump since the days of Lou Alcindor.
The nice thing is, though, this team is making the mandatory steps, it seems, that all these teams eventually have to make to get to where they want to go.
Right. They're trying to keep the team together that they succeeded with last year. Sometimes when you have success, you think that you should keep that success together, and that can be dangerous because really I felt like that team underachieved. They lost to a Toronto team that they had just performed better than during the season. So what's that last piece that you need? And I guess the last piece for Milwaukee now is, can Giannis be the closer? We haven't seen it yet.
Here's Bledsoe after Magic Johnson's bucket. And Bledsoe, here we go. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's West. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. In 2019, Chris Middleton named an All-Star for the first time. Bill, can he be the second best player on a championship team? He was asked, I guess, to be that last year, and it didn't work.
I think he could be the third best player in a championship team.
Third, yes.
But I think you saw in the playoffs last year when they really needed the second kind of creator. I don't even want to say scorer, but somebody who could create a shot when your best guy is either sitting or having a bad game. He's just not quite there. He's too streaky, I think.
Terrific player.
Really good player. If he could definitely be one of the best four guys on the championship team. But as the number 2 guy now.
Johnson can't hit.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it goes down 2 points.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of this one. And the first one drops. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet
it was.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with...
I love it, too. Don't you? I love the fact we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over playing.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks. And one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back three that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, and I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the Americans style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball. It's give and go, and it's not just like clear out, I'm up.
Yeah. Now Lopez following the three-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. Lopez finds Middleton. Back to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 4 on the shot clock. They double-team Bledsoe. And, Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around three-point shooters. Threes are at an all-time high. We know that. Should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via any rule change? Which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself with it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize like that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
You can't lose what the game is.
No,
it's bigs and smalls, it's inside, it's outside.
And it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have, and they create a lot of layups, and they play, they're really creative. And you just can't, that just can't be your thing is we shoot 53s, here's our offense. The problem is you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matters, and that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, it's going to be a 92-89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter. No matter how you're going to get them, you still need somebody who can do that too.
Here's DiVincenzo. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Goodrich cans the 12-footer. Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16 seed no conference playoff format years ago. I think they were really worried about the travel though. And they've looked at it and they've really studied it and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round one and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff, and it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the book of basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while, and Baltimore was in the West. Which, go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, made no sense.
So they've never really 100% figured out the conferences. And I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better. Yeah.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Yeah, when the point guard can get in that deep and then cause that kind of damage, George Hill up on the rim.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Good D by Lopez.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
Connaughton passes to Hill. The pass to DiVincenzo. Lets it go from deep. Up again, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay mon. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
We've got Robin Lopez. Williams is out there with Kyle Korver. And there's Hill, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. We all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an all-star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. And Milwaukee, as recently as 2014, Bill, they were last in the league in attendance, so nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, until they have expansion, maybe that's the only way they could go down. When you have one of the best 6 players in the league, that usually helps your attendance.
People forget about Milwaukee back in the 70s.
I don't.
And I don't
The
either.
Celtics played them in the 74 finals. That was the first finals I ever went to.
Really?
Kareem. I was at the game with the skyhook to win in double overtime, game 6. But yeah, they have a really good history. I actually really like the 80s teams that never could quite get over the hump. You know, they came very close a bunch of times.
I bet you love the Mecca. Not just looking at it on
Love the
TV,
Mecca.
how great place.
It was one of the great old arenas. They just don't make them that way anymore.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill.
Now that's what you're going to get with Pau Gasol, a tremendous passer who's got his eyes up at all times.
Bledsoe passes to Middleton. And the three ball is good. Middleton's got 7 points.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the Ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just can you help other people get to where they should go?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So
No.
what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
And the Bucks making a change here. Matthews is checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. O'Neal's checked in. The shot by Middleton, wide open. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Bill, in the age of positionless players and positionless basketball, is there any player that, in your opinion, is more versatile than Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I think KD is probably more versatile because he can basically do anything you want offensively and guard for the 5 positions defensively. I think what makes Giannis so unique is he's basically a center, but doesn't have to play center and play any of the 5 positions. But if you look at his stats last year versus any Shaq season, it's basically the same stuff.
That was something else.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Lopez. The dish now to Giannis. Rebounded by the Lakers. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bryant, and Kobe throws it down hard.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
Bledsoe dishes to Antetokounmpo. Outside Matthews. West with some nice D.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Baylor, he's checked in for the Lakers. Now here's Lopez. The 3. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 5th rebound in this one. O'Neal passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Kobe, and finished off by Bryant.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Connaughton, and a great assist. So as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight. Well, Bill, yet another engaging conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Yeah, next time let's talk about the hard salary cap. I think the people really love that one. Yeah, I have some ideas.
You'd make it
I
interesting.
have some luxury tax ideas. Yeah, we'll get super technical.
I would be here for that one.
Okay.
You know, Brent, it's a different kind of broadcast with Bill Simmons mic'd up. He lets it rip.
Well, the thing about Bill is he's not going to hold back. He has some great, strong opinions, and he backs it up with a lot of facts due to the fact that he knows the history of the game quite well.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And Los Angeles will go here. Chamberlain's checked in for Shaq. Worthy comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. Scotty's checked in for Bryant. And it's Goodrich in for West. Shoots from 12. That's good on the jump shot. DiVincenzo's got 4 points this quarter.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Outside, Scott. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. Lopez with the steal. Here's Hill. The kick out to Ilyasova. It's back to Hill. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Goodrich. From past the arc. And another three for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton has been on display.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A nice show being put on tonight by Chris Middleton. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. And that'll do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson is out there with West. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Bryant in at the three, the small forward. Middleton on the wing. No good on the three. Lakers trail by 4. Here's West. Poked away. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe outside. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Bucks leading by 3. Matthews, no one around him, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game, and it's Johnson penetrating. Here's O'Neal, and he gets the bucket. O'Neal's got his first 2 points.
And it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fins off the D with ease.
Passes to Middleton. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from West.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Middleton outside. Here's the 3. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Bryant. Lopez with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Middleton. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Johnson.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
So they take the lead. And that's 13 points for Kobe Bryant.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. But they recover it. Here's Middleton. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. And they get it back. Here's Lopez.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
That one falls.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They need a good possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Williams, he's checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's DiVincenzo trying to get something going. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Hill in for Chris Middleton. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Johnson against Hill. The pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Ilyasova. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's tipped and taken away by Johnson. Here's on the break. Here's Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
1:39 left to play in the third. Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Magic Johnson picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's the Lakers ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And for that matchup against the Grizzlies, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Nobody. Williams. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
Pass to O'Neal. Back to Johnson. Over Hill. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Kyle Korver.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Kyle Korver.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Lakers leading by 3. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Baylor.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Connaughton kicks to Lopez. The Lakers with the rebound. Right side Baylor. Over Hill. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. Why not?
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Let's keep grinding. Keep getting stuff. The offense will come.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Ilyasova at the 4, with Lopez at the 5. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. Yep, that one goes in there. DiVincenzo's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bucks. West dishes to Baylor. The tray. The shot's good on the assist by West. Baylor's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Bledsoe outside. That shot off the mark, so the Lakers will take it the other way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Left side, West. Takes a shot at the elbow. Here's Gasol. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Don't see it often, but when Powell gets aggressive, he can be effective. So great at drawing contact right there on that shot.
A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Matthews in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ryan is checked in for Byron Scott. To the middle, here's Matthews. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Floats one. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Chamberlain's checked in. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Second chance shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Good job by Antetokounmpo boxing out, getting in good position there to snatch the board.
Free throw good. Giannis. So it's the Lakers now. They've led by as much as 10. Ryan against Matthews. The shot by Kobe, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. Shot's good by Middleton.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Baylor. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
He misses the free throw.
We talk a lot about Russell Westbrook and the way that he attacks every game. I think in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo might be the same way, just tenacious and full of energy, and he fills up the stats.
O'Neal's checked in for the Lakers. Johnson comes in for Baylor.
And, you can't dwell on that one miss. They're still in a position here to take the lead if they can get a stop. How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Johnson, the pass to O'Neal, and the shot goes in. And the Lakers lead by 3.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Shaq's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Matthews up top. Lopez left side. Kicks to Middleton. Clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. To the paint. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's blocked by Shaq. And he's able to get it back. They get it back. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Giannis. Bledsoe taking his time here. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by West.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor. So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
And the Lakers call time here. They're ahead by 5. A minute 50 left in the game. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach talk to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Buries it from 3-point range. And the Lakers lead by 8.
And entering the league, Magic was an average shooter at best. Has worked extremely hard to improve that facet of his game.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Out to Kobe. Bryant is doubled. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. The Lakers with the ball. There's the 3. He can't hit that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's DiVincenzo for 3. Middleton. Second shot opportunity. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Antetokounmpo.
This is why you got to love where Giannis is in the young part of his career, willing to drain a crucial shot for his ball club.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Matthews, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Wesley Matthews.
36 seconds left in the fourth. Shots good by Middleton.
Now, Chris Middleton showing a lot of poise and taking over a very critical possession for his team.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Matthews. Here's Giannis. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around. And
now we've got the intentional foul. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Jerry West.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Good work defensively by Bryant. And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Outside Korver. This one for 3. Buries it from outside.
And clutch shots like that from Korver is why he's so feared in close games. How do you leave him open?
And the Lakers call time here. They're leading by 4. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Middleton. And the miss. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him.